Hello everyone, welcome back to Best T-shirt Designs. So today I am going to work on this design requested by Alex, and I am going to show you how you can create something like this. So to start making a design like this is just really a very simple design. If you understand the process, this is really simple. So I am starting with turning down the opacity, and I can lock it. So go to lock, and that will be locked. I need this shape. So now from here I am just taking a rectangle, as you can see, and I need it to be a bit rounded from this angle, so I'm going to make it like this. Let's change the color, and I'm going to make it in a stroke, as you can see. So this is how it is looking, and we need to make these shapes. I am going to use my pencil tool. So here I am going to make the pencil tool the smoothness all the way up, and I'm going to turn this skip selected option on. So now here I'm just going to draw this shape. So I'm using my, and the reason I keep this turned on, like keep this selected on, that is because then I can simply join it like this. So I can modify it like this if I want. Okay, something like this. Also I can simply just go to my direct selection tool to modify it like this. So that is fine. Now I am going to, again I am going to just draw some random shapes like this. So these are all pretty basic random shapes, and here I don't need it anymore, keep selected, because I wanted to make it this ellipse. So from here I'm just going to follow the shapes. Whenever you are going to make a design like this, don't copy these shapes. Maybe just modify a bit, something like this. That will give us a little bit of different in design. And if I want, I can simply just modify these lines from here, and that is good. Now from here I am going to simply select all of them. Then I am going to just copy them in this side, click OK. So I want it kind of like this, so that is fine. Maybe I can simply just put it here, and that is fine. Let's group it so that I can make them a group, and now I can just align them like this, and I want it to be in the center of the so I am going to select these two groups. You can see here what is being selected, and then I am going to align it with my center shape here. So the design is already done, it is ready. And so maybe I can simply just make it something like this for one of these areas, because that will fill the gap there. Okay, also if I want, I can just make it, I can turn this option on again, and then I'm going to draw it like this. So you can see the magic of it, and then maybe just move it from here. So okay, in my opinion that is good enough. So the main part of this design is already done. I need to simply draw these lines, and you can draw it like this, however you want. So our design is done now, almost done. So all we need to do is select these colors. You can make it in any color you want. I am going to make it in this exact color, so that will be easier for you to understand. Now I don't need them to be a grouped anymore, so let's just ungroup all of them. Now from here I am going to, okay, so okay, it is kind of, as you can see, it is joint here. So we can press C is for scissor tool, and if I click on this point, that is going to make it two different shapes. This is now not joined, so maybe I will start with this one, then here this one, another one here. Okay, so as you can see, that same thing was here, but that's fine. I am just going to delete this part, and then it is going to be a separate design. that is good. And here I'm going to select this one and make it this color. So I'm going to bring that on top, bring it in front, and maybe I'll make it a bit bigger. Also for this one, maybe I will bring it in this way, something like this. That is good. Now here I am going to select this shape, go to object path and then offset path, and make it something like this. 10 pixel is good. Now cut it. I am going to select all of them, all these shapes. Here I am going to make them a group, open transparency, and here press Ctrl F. So Ctrl F will paste it in the front in exact place, but we need to make sure it is complete black, so that will create a effect like this. Anyway, our main design part is done. So here I am just going to, okay, maybe I can select this shape, and then if I take my pencil tool, it is going to give me that shape. So just make it something like this, maybe like this. That is good. Now I want these 3 lines to be a little bit bigger, maybe 10 pixel. That is good. Now I am going to select this one and then press Shift X, that will turn it into fill color, and I am going to select these 3. This is the strokes. I need to expand them. Once expanded, they become fill. As you can see, they are now in fill color. So I can now select all of them, this background shape and these 3, and here I am going to simply just click on trim. So trim is going to trim them out. Now if I double click, I can select each and everything, and then I can erase it like this. So as you can see, I only need these shapes. Now the thing here is, I don't want to keep these edges sharp, that will affect my design. So I'm going to select all of them, then press A, that is the direct selection tool, and I'm going to make it a little bit rounder like this. So as you can see, this is how it is looking. I will make it a little bit bigger in size so that it matches with the flower. So here this is Harry's Walls. Let's make it Donald Trump 2024. So I am making a second Donald Trump design. This is just to show you guys. So I am using a font. This is a similar font to this one. This is called the Groovy Sunday. So you can download this font and use it in your design work. That is fine. So here, to make a design like this, we need to make sure that our shapes are on top and the text are on the bottom. So select it, right click, average, bring to front, and then again I'm going to ungroup them because I want them to act separately. So from here, select these two, this shape and the Donald Trump text. You can see it from here. Then go to object, envelope distort, and then make with top object. So as you can see, this is how it is looking. Again, I am going to do it with this part, same process, envelope distort. Now for this one, so let's say if I want to make it with this shape, that will become a bit harder because this area of that shape is very smaller in comparison to this area. So to fix that, I'm going to erase it from here. So I will just make 2 separate parts, and then I am going to select these 2 areas and then make that bit rounder, just like that. And now if I select these 2 shape, that is going to work perfectly fine. So as you can see, this is how it is looking, and they removed that part, but I am going to keep it there. That's fine. So as you can see, this is how easily you can create a shape like design like this, but we can take it to the next level. So I'm going to select these shapes. So envelope distort is an effect. So whenever we are applying any effect, we need to expand it. So as you can see, whenever we are applying any effect, the source panel is not visible here. That means the fill and stroke color panel is not visible. That indicates that it is an effect. It is an effect. We need to expand it. So once I'm expanding them, they are back, and again I'm going to simply select it from here. I'll just make it something like, okay, so let's make it like this. Now our design is ready and this is how it is going to be, but again we can add some more effects to it, and let's try to do that. So this is going to be a bit advanced section here. So first step is, let's add this color on this Donald part. So I'm going to use my pencil tool to draw a shape like this, just like they make another color version there. Now I'm going to select this shape and this text, press shift M. Shift M is for the shape builder tool, and then I'm going to erase all the parts that I don't want. And as you can see, this is how we can create that double exposure text effect. I'm just going to do the same thing here. Again, I'm going to use my shape builder tool to remove all the excess parts. I will use this one. I'm going to use this color for this text here. So something like this. Okay, so I'm going to select them, shape builder, to remove it from there. So as you can see, this is how we can simply create this effect. So that is the effect they are using. So let's try to add some more of our effect here. So I am selecting this text here. I am creating offset path, but this time I will make the offset path in the negative direction. Let's say -5. -5 is good. Click OK, but do not click anywhere. Click on this control, that will click on this unite icon, that will unite it, and now Ctrl X to cut it. Now you need to be careful here. Select this text part, then press Ctrl F. So that will place our design. Let's change the color. So that will paste the shape of this offset path here. We have it like this. Now Ctrl C to copy it, then again Ctrl F to paste it in front. So I have now two shapes there, both are in white color, and if I bring them like sidewise like this, I will get this effect created here. Let's change its color to something like this. So as you can see, first of all I have this yellow original layer, then I pasted this white layer, then I pasted this blue layer, and this is how it is looking. So I'm going to select this blue and this white layer, and then press Alt to click on this icon here. This is the minus front, and that is going to give me this effect here. So this is a cool effect, but as I said, this is an effect, so we need to expand it, and this is how it is looking. Again, I am going to do the same thing here. Unite, Ctrl X to cut it, select this one, Ctrl F to copy, again press Ctrl F. Now bring that down. So I have two shapes here. Press Alt and minus front, and then again make it, expand it, and then I can make it like this. So let's cut it and press without selecting anything, press Ctrl F. That will place that effect on top of everything. So I'm going to do it like this. So that is fine. So maybe I will just make the effect same here. I'm not sure how this is going to look. So yeah, that's fine. Now we can do the same thing here. So all I need to do is I am going to select all of them. Now here I am going to create the offset path. Okay, so here is interesting thing. As you can see, if I try to make an offset path for this design here, it is not perfectly working. Like the offset path is working like this. So it happens because, as you can see, it is happening from here. So offset path is making in both sides, but in this one, as you can see, the offset path is making in the negative direction only. But that is not happening for the rest of the shapes, because we draw them with pencil tool, and whenever we draw them, these areas remains open. So that is the problem. So we need to unite them, and if you pay attention here, this is now open here, and if I unite it, that is joining the shape. So that is important. We need to join them in order to make the perfect offset path. So I am selecting each and every one, and then I am going to unite them. So once they are united, now I can select them, and then I am going to select that same -5 offset path, unite them, cut it, Ctrl F, again Ctrl F, then bring them down and a bit right. So maybe something like this, then select them both and press Ctrl F. alt and click on this minus front icon, that is going to give us this option here. So that highlight option here, and then again I'm going to do the same thing here, and this is just a single shape, so we don't need to unite it. Just click on this minus front and it is going to work. So guys, as you can see, this is how we can create a simple looking design, but I hope this will help you understand some of the advanced Illustrator features and how easily you can create a cool looking designs like this. So that's it for today's video. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. So thank you very much.